Hey everybody, just a quick check-in today. So I've been thinking about, like I said, trying to stay on top of these Wednesdays. This one's very impromptu. I'm not editing this. But something that was on my mind is that I've been trying to think of things that are more interactive to do with you guys. And I've actually been talking to my soul twin, and we've been discussing doing some more media managing and things like that to help me out. Again, this is not my forte. I'm trying to figure this out. But something that we used to do is we used to be on Twitch doing something we called Twin Tuesday, which is when Twin would play a video game and then I would be in on the call or on like a video situation. And while they're playing, I'm basically we're having commentary. We used to do this all the time. I love like not necessarily watching people on Twitch, but like actually engaging and talking and while it's playing, you actually are like in real time, like in the moment. So I was thinking about whether you guys would enjoy to see us do something like that again, rather than just playing a video game. Since I have been getting into branching storytelling, there is a story that I have been technically working on for years. It's technically as old as my Triad sagas. I wouldn't necessarily call it a Triad saga, but it was based around Halloween. Mrs. Winchester and I, before she was Mrs. Winchester, it was my very first Halloween that I got to engage with because growing up, apparently the only Halloween I ever went on was the year I was born, and I was dressed up as I believe it was one of the M&Ms. I think it was like the red M&M. Like I'm not even a year old, and my parents took me trick or treating or whatever. But I never went again because not for nothing, but I was raised that Halloween was the devil's birthday. So my mother would take the car and like park it on like so many streets away, and we'd have all the lights out, so it looked like nobody was home. We couldn't have any lights on inside, no TV. We had to figure out how to entertain ourselves for like hours after dark. So what did my butt do? I'm held up in a closet with a candle reading books. That's how I got away with it. But after meeting, the future Mrs. Winchester, I got invited to hand out candy in her grandparents' driveway, and I was over the moon because obviously I'm already too old to trick or treat, but I got to engage with trick or treaters, so I got super excited. So I saved up a little bit of money because I didn't have an allowance growing up, but I did have a means to like get money. Like I actually was like writing like little side stories or fanfics for people with their OCs, so I was building up some cash flow that way. And I bought these black and like red like highlighted wings, and I wanted to dress up kind of like it was kind of like a gargoyle-esque fallen angel, but it was all black, and I was really excited, and I was gonna wear this character, and it was a hit. I had parents that were trick or treating that they like, cause I'm literally crouched at the end of the driveway, and she's up sitting in the back of her grandpa's truck. She was a vampirist. It was really nice. So she's sitting over there with the bowl of candy that's in bags because we prepackaged them at her grandparents. And I'm sitting at the end of the driveway, hunched down like a gargoyle, and I spooked some parents because they thought I was they thought I was a decoration. They didn't think I was real. So, but because we got so enthralled in it, and we're theater kids, we came up with this story idea, and this is what eventually would evolve over the oh god, decades. It's been over 20 years. It's been 20 years, guys. Um, so yeah, this story eventually became, as it's known now, as the Court of Night. I'm curious to see if you guys would be interested in joining a stream with me where you're in the chat. I'm reading you this branching storytelling story, and then I come to a choice, and you choose what direction we're going in. Whether we revisit at a later time and go back, that can be completely up to you guys. But in the chat, you'll vote on what decision we do. And then of course we'll proceed from there. And I would do this as like a chapter by chapter basis. So basically, once we hit the end of a chapter, or if we hit an ending that you guys didn't like, and you want, like, you guys all vote, you want to go back a decision, or you want to start over, we can do that as well. Um, and then by next stream we'll have chapter two, so on and so forth. And I'm curious to see if you guys would be interested in doing something like that with me. And I thought it'd be fun to do it with my twin, because twin loves my storytelling stuff. Like, I literally, she used to cut my hair when we were in college together, because I was broke and could only afford to pay but so much to get my hair cut. So I would just ramble about plot lines that I was coming up with, and uh, get feedback. And it was, oh my God, it was so refreshing. Because Mrs. Winchester has burned out over the years. She's like, stop spoiling every story. I want to enjoy a story for once from you. So as of the past few years, I've been trying not to give away everything. So I'm curious to see if you guys would like to join this adventure with me. I'll obviously, if you guys are interested, please comment, like, share, especially if you really want to see this. Obviously, we would like to have as many people as possible on these streams so that you can, all be voting on it. Um, but perhaps we'll have them saved somewhere, and we'll like actually record and then post them somewhere where you guys can go back and revisit them or something like that. Um, and then like, we need to know so that I can advance with it, because this story is really kind of fun. I don't want to get too deep into it, but essentially, the protagonist of this story has been caught up in a secret society. Like, they were a relatively normal person, and they get dragged into, like, you know how like sometimes cults will kidnap people and you get thrown into something. It The development that's gone into lately is that I was really inspired by this little niche form of film noir called the supernatural noir, which is it had a lot to do with like paranormal stuff, um, but I also it played around with the occult, and things that go bump in the night, like, but it was leaning into that noir sense of how things play out. So I'm wanting to play around with that a little bit. I might even see if Twin wants to do some artwork. Give Twin some stuff to do on streaming. But essentially, you get dragged into this world called the Court of Night, and you will be engaging with vampires, fallen angel celestials, um, other beings that would exist in this secret society that has existed since like the aristocracy days of Europe. And they've been living in secret, but they're not just in Europe. Like, they branch out, and this is just kind of their hub. So you've been dragged in here, and you have to decide who's going to be helping you, depending on how many people that you get on your side. You can have the optimal would be to have all these the main four that are there to like work with you. But it's branching storytelling. Some people might like you, some might not. Some might be jealous of you. Some might be out to get you. So if you're interested in something like that, again, please comment. Let me know if if you really want to be a part of this. If not, that's fine. We can do other stuff. But I feel like this could be a really fun interactive thing I can do with you guys. Definitely share. Let us know that let us know you want to see more of this. Because I mean, I can I can get likes all I want, but if I don't hear from you, like, it's really hard for me to pinpoint what you want to see more from me. Storytelling is my magic, so I love playing around with different forms of story. I want to give you guys that. So again, like, comment, share, tell other people in person. Looking forward to hearing what you guys have to say, and as always, I'm gonna send out my blessing that be kind to yourself and to others. We're all heading down the same path in life, just in different vehicles. And I will catch you next Wednesday, I guess. Hopefully, I can stay on top of these Wednesdays. Until next time, happy reading adventures.